It's Week 13 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Seahawks and the Saints. All that and more coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important as the weather gets a little bit colder.
And this is where you find out who the real teams are and who the pretenders are. Do you find yourself not only in the playoff conversation, but can you now play good enough ball down the stretch to not only be in the conversation, but actually find yourself in the postseason?
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7th. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now, faking the give. And this throw batted away. And incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That penalty is declined.
Now it is 1st and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Back to the air one more time. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Marcus Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, New Orleans. Johnston motioning over. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Olave is the motion man. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to keep it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run, and again, it's Allen. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this one complete to Johnston. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Olave is the motion man. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing now from the gun. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And now, 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Saints are on the board just before halftime.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll look to throw yet again. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. They'll look to throw again. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack. And it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Carlson now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks extend their advantage to 14-3. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Brought in by Chris Olave. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. Olave is the motion man. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. Saints going to use their second timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The Saints now going to try a field goal here. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Hurts, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Mario Douglas, a touchdown reception. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8. as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, this is Allen. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Junior Colson there to make the stop. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Johnston motioning over. They go back to Allen. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crown. Connected with the tight end. That's Fant. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And the tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look, Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is hot! What a job on the scramble. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Seahawks extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. He'll get this complete to Allen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Walker. Yeah. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A shotgun run now with Walker. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Walker. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And you think back to the 1st half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down, a pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.